And guess what, dude? I got a freaking free pizza last night. Who gets that? That's special treatment, man. And the best part is, I've already gotten free breadsticks before, and I've said it on the podcast. I was going to use the clip, couldn't find it, but for the sake of, storytelling, I'll go, previously on Full Circus. Yeah, so anyways, I was going up to the pizza place, and the guy gave me free breadsticks. Now back to our current day. Yeah, dude, so I just got a free pizza. Is it super important? No, but what I'm trying to say is, things are looking up for me. Come on, wake up to my soul. Everybody wanna do my thing. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, welcome back. I'm trying to hype myself up. I literally just rolled out of bed. Eyes are still closed, like the sand in my eyes, it's keeping me shut. But you know what? I'm trying to get here. I'm trying to get into the zone, all right? I'm in the zone. I'm in the physical space, and sooner or later, it should waken me up. I should, 1 second. It is the morning. I gotta sip a little bit of water here. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to an all-new episode of Full Circus. For some reason, I thought this would be better the earlier I did it, like right as I woke up, but that doesn't make much sense now that I'm doing it because I'm, kind of lost. I kind of lost for train of thought. I haven't really planned out my day or what I like to talk about or what's going on, so it is what it is. It's been different. Waking up and not having anywhere to go, trying to stay busy. And, trying to stay busy is really just, slang for I have nothing to do. Okay? I don't have anything to do. So I woke up this morning and I was like, dude, it would be so nice if I could just go back to bed. And then I did, because I don't have anything to do. So that's how that worked out. It's a give and take. It's bad and it's definitely different not doing it. But I guess the plus side is we probably won't have any dashing stories. No rules of the road stories this time, which is going to be an all new segment on the show, is not talking about the road. So it's up, it's fresh, it's new, it's exciting. Who's doing it? Us. We are today. I'm drinking lemon water right now, which basically means I'm just better than you. Okay? I actually don't know where that came from, but you ever seen all these these fitness or health or diet videos and instructions like, always start your day off with a nice glass of lemon water? I'm sure it's got some sort of nice thing, but why is it like the magical of magical serums that you can take right in the morning? Like, oh yeah, I start my day off with freaking lemon water, and then all of a sudden it's like it's detoxing and it's what? It's like, dude, I think it's just lemon water. I think it's just a drop of lemon. I can't imagine it's doing that much for you. That's the secret to your weight loss, is that you drop a drop of lemon. But actually, that's not why it tastes like that. I did have lemonade in here, and then I filled it up with water. So there you go. See how fast that turns? It goes from me looking like I'm better than you, and now you're judging me, because now it's disgusting. But that's okay. That's life. Update on the dog. The dog upstairs, the dog around, the dog in our lives, right? The thing that chases us around and likes to pee on our carpets. True story. Okay, so this dog is not allowed in the basement. Because there's too many dangerous things for it to eat and wrap and just do bad things. She has gotten down here about 4 times, and she has used the restroom down here 5 times. Now, I'm sorry for a brief intermission there. Someone had to use the actual bathroom in the house, and that's just, kind of the price you pay for building your vocal booth right under the toilet. So, it is what it is. And then some turd nugget started mowing his lawn right next to him. And then the planes are flying overhead. I've never had this happen to me, but I've also never recorded this early. So maybe it's my fault. The world kind of had a rhythm around me, and I just bailed. But all these sounds just freaking, coagulated, I guess, and made one solid, just noise, just at the freaking same time. Now, I don't know if that word works right there, but you know what? I use it anyway. That's the problem when I pause. When I pause, I throw it off, and my vocabulary is just oh my gosh! It's all wrong, okay? I can't think of my words as smoothly as I would like to. I can't flow along this little river. My river of sentences, baby. But anyways, we're back. We're back in it. Just let me get my groove. You're probably thinking, hey, that probably helped a little. That way you could wake up and get into your zone a bit more. But no, I was in the zone, lost the zone, trying to recollect it. Okay? It's like I've just got all these little orbs around me. I've got all these little pieces and parts and puzzles that I gotta collect. They're missing. But I'll get it. So, what I'm going to do right now is retrack through my brain files. Dogs. That's what I was talking about. A dog. Our dog. And how horrible she is. She's great, though. She's great. But, she's been down here 4 times. Okay? 4 times. She's used the bathroom 5. Okay? So, for those of you who are keeping score at home and you got your calculators out, all right? 5 divided by 4. You know how many times 5 goes into 4? That's more than 100%. That's 125% bathroom ratio. She's going down here. And I don't know how to stop it. She's trying to mark her territory. So it's going to get into a point where I'm going to have to sit her down and I'm going to have to crap on I can't speak now. See, this is what happens. Told you about my vocabulary. I'm going to have to use the bathroom down here more. Or I'm going to I don't know. If this is just a primal nature, right? If this is what we're going to do in the wild, we're going to mark our territory like this, then bring it on, dog. Challenge accepted. Okay? So I'm going to bring her down next time. I'm just going to, I do my thing. Is it gross? Maybe, but that's the wild. Welcome to Dog Training 101. So she's good. Little dog update. She's fine. She's good. Do I let her down? No. Because for all the reasons I just explained why. I was watching another dog recently, my brother's dog. Or his fiance's dog. It's their dog, okay? They both look after him. Anyways, this dog needs a lot of attention, a lot of care, and he needs medicine on the hour, every few hours. So I was meant to go and watch this dog, right? He asked me to go watch the dog. He said be there at 5:30 because that's when he needs his medicine. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll be there. I know how serious this is because he could die. So I start trying to make my way there. I'm getting ready at the house. I'm like, okay. He calls me. He's like, hey, are you going to be able to be there by 5:30? Are you going to be able to be there to give him his medicine? I'm like, yeah, I'm leaving right now. Everything's going to be okay. I'll be there like 20 minutes ahead of time. It's cool. No problem. He's like, okay, thanks. So I leave. I get to the house. I rush in there. About 10 minutes go by. I'm like, okay, boom. At 5:30, I give him his medicine. He's like kind of resisting it. He's not really doing it. He's a little scared, a little nervous. I'm like, dude, you got to eat your medicine or you'll perish. I got to save you. I'm a dog carer right now. You got to take your medicine, man. So I'm dipping all these things in peanut butter. I'm like talking him down. I'm squeezing him, a little bit of a sleeper hold. And I'm getting him to scarf these things down. And then I finally I'm feeling satisfied, and he sends me a message, and he's like, yo, by the way, this is past 5:30, okay? This is closer to like 6, so at some point, if I would have seen this, it was already too late. So he's like, yeah, by the way, I already gave him the medicine. You don't need to do that. Like in movies where like the depth perception, like they just sinks in the hallway, just extends really far. What? You already gave him his medicine, and I just rushed in here, and he just was resistant, so I gave him his medicine, and now I think I just overdosed your dog? Talk about being stressed at a job. I think I just killed their animal. So now I'm like panicking. I'm like, okay, what do I do? Okay, how do you spit it up? Do you know? What do I give you? Do you want some lemon water? What's going to help you out? What's going to make you feel good? And so I was just panicking, and they weren't really answering me for some reason because I was like, this is kind of a big situation. And, I gave him more medicine. I gave him twice the amount he wanted to before he was supposed to. And so I was kind of panicking hardcore, and then eventually gave like, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. He's been pretty rough lately, so we've been doubling up anyway. So then collective sigh of relief, me and the other dog, because I have 2 dogs, we're like, oh, we're both freaking out. And he's more like excited because I'm walking back and forth. He thinks he's trying to play, but that's besides the point. So talk about being scared, right? You just go over to someone, hey, will you watch my dog? Yeah, of course. Sure. You step in there less than 5 minutes, and now their dog's going to die, and it's all because of me. But what are you going to do? He ended up perfectly safe. He ended up perfectly fine. He looked happy. He had the runs for a little bit, but other than that, he was doing just fine. What else is going on? I went to the NFL draft. Are you mowing your lawn again, dude? It's fine. It looks good. We're in Ohio. It rains. No one's gonna look at it. Anyways, we're just gonna have to deal with this guy, okay? I don't know why this is gonna be a little bit of a battle, and maybe I'm gonna have to go take apart his lawnmower or something. But I'm not entirely thrilled with next door neighbor number 3. Get me boiling in here, man. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the NFL draft. I'm just saying, this is like a Zen mode. This is a practice for me. I gotta relax. Deep breaths. It's okay. Other people are important. Okay, so anyways, yeah, we went to the NFL draft, and it was wild. It was cool. It was crazy, and it was raining. You know, it was funny because there was just so many people from out of Ohio. You know, Florida's like, man, what are we doing here? We came all the way from Florida for this? And I don't know if that's a Florida accent, but that's how he talked. He's like, what are we doing in Cleveland, man? And it's just raining, and then everyone in Cleveland's like, dude, you new here? You never been here? And, yeah, so everyone's showing up. They all fancy straight out of Miami or, you know, California. Everybody was there. The whole country was there. And it's weird because you see people dress a little different. You see people dress different when they have to come here because, you know, their outfits and their attire don't really match, you know, the weather. They're rocking designer stuff. Designer, you know, 120 pair of, sunglasses. $120. Okay? That's a lot of money for a pair of sunglasses. Now, here in Ohio, we don't really buy sunglasses because we have a lot of rain. All right? What we have is like designer umbrellas and raincoats. So, you know, different strokes. So it's funny that they walk in here and they like, oh shoot, like, wait, what's rain? Rain? What's the rain doing here? Are those clouds? Where's the sun at? What's going on? Why is this guy so great? And then you look over and everyone's like basically dressed in a hazmat suit, just yellow raincoat, umbrella. At this point we probably have like freaking goggles. We're just ready for it because we know what's going on. Unless you're like super experienced, then you just show up in a t-shirt and shorts. You're like, yeah, this is just typical Tuesday weather. It was Thursday, but you know what I mean. Tuesday's the most normal day, I think, out of the week, right? You would argue Wednesday, it's the middle of the day, but no, I think Tuesday is the most regular thing that anything could ever happen on a Tuesday. Always. Nothing exciting ever happens on a Tuesday, ever. Change my mind. I won't, but anyways, it was good. It was good to see. The whole world together. It's good to see the whole, you know, the nation come together and celebrate this beautiful sport of football that we have here today. Now the Browns were picking really late, so we didn't even stay for that. Went home, got some Pizza Hut, and, you know, did our own thing at home. But it was cool. It was awesome because they kick you out before you even get to that point. But the earlier draft, it was cool. It was nice. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity for being, you know, who I am, living in Ohio. I don't know if it's ever going to come back to Cleveland, but if it does, rest assured, I might go. Maybe. It's hard to tell, really. It was pretty cold. But yeah, it was good. It's good to see everybody come together like that. You know, in a world where everyone's so, you know, divided against each other. And, you know, that's something I don't really like to talk about politics ever. And it's not that I don't care, but I don't. It's just hard. It's hard to get into. And people are so passionate about everything either way. It's like, oh, this is this means that. It's like, dude, I don't know. And I would love to spend more time and research it and try and know. But the truth is, if knowing all that makes you, you know, look and feel like that, like you look like you're just boiling all the time, then I don't have time to do that. Okay? You know, I mean, I have the time. Don't get me wrong. Not doing anything. I've got too much time on my hands. But, you know, that's the hard thing about politics is everyone just looks so fed up. And it's hard, and I would love to learn and try and understand more. Like, oh, this sucks, this could mean this could be. But everyone's got a different argument for everything. You say one thing, and you're like, this is stone fact, right? This cannot be changed. And someone else comes along and is like, well, actually, you know, it was different because when he said this, he was actually held at gunpoint, and actually someone else said this, and then someone was pointing at him, and it was actually misinterpreted because he was over the phone and he had a bad landline connection. But, you know, it's really just, I don't know, but they just argue back and forth, and I think that's the beautiful thing about sports, is that we're just all on the same team. And I wish that's how America worked, right? With Joe Biden, love him or hate him, right? This is your president, okay? He's going to speak to the thing. Because it's like, everyone's so against whoever. Like when Trump got in, all the Democrats wanted him to fail. And when Biden gets in, all the Republicans want him to fail. I was like, what? We're all cheering for the same team here, guys. Okay? Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, you're a fan of America, right? We're playing for the same team, no matter what. If you're here, you want the country to do good. You want the country to benefit you. You want everything to go well, right? It's like cheering for the Browns. Are the Browns good all the time? No, rarely ever. But do I want them to do good? Yes. Do I criticize them when they mess up? Yes. But at the end of the day, you have different opinions. Some people want Aaron Rodgers for the QB. Does that make him less Browns fan? No. They got different views. But at the end of the day, what do we all want? The Browns to win the Super Bowl. And I don't understand why, I don't know if it's about being wrong. It's like, oh, you voted for this guy and now, he didn't win, so now you're wrong. It's like, come together right now over me. It's just, it's really interesting. I wish it was more like sports. It's like, whoever you are, whatever party you're in, why aren't you just, cheer on America? Like, let's just cheer. Like, let's just hope for the best. Like, wouldn't you want the president to do good? Like, wouldn't you hope that like, even if you hate him with burning passion, wouldn't you still hope and pray that he does good for the country? Like, you live here, you're on the team. I would never vote for the Browns to lose. I'd be like, oh, I don't like Johnny Manziel, so I hope we freaking go 0-16. I hope we just don't win any games this season. It's like, no, people hated Johnny Manziel. Okay, he was a quarterback for the Browns. People who don't know, he was very troubled, but people who hated him still wanted him to succeed. Anyways, I don't really like talking about that stuff just because it's so confusing, but I don't get that. I don't get the whole point. Like, why aren't we, trying to win a Super Bowl here? But that's the beautiful thing about sports and stuff like that. You can everyone can come together and just cheer on one cause, and people should do that more often. Because you look frustrated, you look really sad, and not like sad, pathetic. I mean, like you look like you're hurting. That's the hard thing. So it's hard for someone who doesn't know a ton about politics to be like, oh, I want to learn about this. It's like you see somebody, it's like, oh, I decided to be an architect, and he's just like stressed out and he's going crazy and his life's in shambles or something. You're like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do what you're doing. What are you doing right there? You're depressed? Yeah, let me try that. Let me give me some of that. Let me see if maybe I like that. So I need to see somebody who's like really genuinely happy in their lives as a politician or someone who cares deeply about them, and then I'll be like, okay, well, maybe I can learn more. Because yes, I would like to learn more about the country, but it's hard. It's hard when everybody looks so sad all the time. Anyways, that's my just two. Those are my 2 cents. So wherever you are, just go hard. Be big fans. Cheer good, baby. What else has been going on? What else was going on with me? Like I said, I'm not really doing a lot. I'm not really doing too much. Oh, I've been working on like a little bit of a commercial demo, right? And actually, I'm just gonna play it because that would be easier than me reciting it for you. Hold on. Start with a quote from Esurance and you could save money on car insurance in half the time. Welcome to the modern world. Esurance, now backed by Allstate. Click or call. Oh,
you
baby!
You have all the ingredients for this in your fridge. But ask yourself, of all the times you've made it at home, has it ever tasted like our McMuffin? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm sorry, hold on. I was trying to do it. I was trying to just play it, but I couldn't help it. I like the sound of my own voice. Now, is that the only reason I have a podcast and the reason I do so much of the voiceover? Is that the reason I have a vocal booth in the first place? Hold on, let me turn this down real quick. 100%! I don't know if you heard that, but it was a yes. That's what I said. I said yes. That is the reason, because I like it. It's smooth like margarine, baby. Because margarine actually melts. It's smoother than butter, okay? It's research, studies in Colorado, eastern Colorado say that. It says they did a study. They said margarine's smoother than butter. Okay? Don't look that up. Go Bighorns. But anyways, let's get back on track. If there was a track, I didn't know about it. Yeah, so that's my voiceover demo. It's definitely tricky trying to find things. So many ads that I see and things that I look up and, find or whatever. It's so much like this summer. And then it's like 18 seconds later, only at Target. And you're like, wait, what? Where was all the lines? And it's just like, some kids is like playing with a beach ball and some fake green screen waves in the background. But I'm like, how am I supposed to redo this? So I gotta find ads, whether they're from old or I've written a couple of my own, and I'm gonna try and work on that soon. But it looks good. It feels good. I definitely like it. And you can't help but burn out a couple of 30 seconds in a podcast. Burning time. Now, I have a couple things I want to talk about very heavily, but the fact that I'm kind of running out of time here tells me that I should save them for the next episode, which is a pity. It's a pity, isn't it? Because I said, on episode 9, I'll talk about, it'll be the tell-all. But the tell-all is that, I lied. That's the tell-all. The secret was that I lied, so now you have to stay till next episode. It's a cliffhanger, your hands are getting heavy, your body's giving out on you, and you might fall, but you better work real hard if you want to know what happened to my Heelys. Ha! Ching! Yeah, no, I feel like it's a longer story, and, long story short, I got a pair of Heelys. But that's all I'll say. That's all I'll say for now, okay? If you want to know more about it, you got to get there. I'm sorry. It was not intended to be like this. I just rambled on. Ramble on. I do, sing my song. Around the world. Where am I at? See, and now I got these notes that I know I can't talk about. So, blah, 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 blah. Nope, can't do that. Dang it, man. That's some good stuff there. Well, stay tuned, right? But when you're running out of time, you only have one choice, and that's to review some weird, strange, and funny news. I should make that like a game show, where the whole crowd yells, It's time for Weird, Strange, and Funny News! And I point the camera, it's the Muppets theme, I can't remember the Muppets theme song. Hold on, now I gotta know it. It's the Muppet Show tonight. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, sorry, I'm really off in my own little world, but that's life, okay? We're all off in our own little worlds, and whether you know it or not, we're here, and we get deep and philosophical here. But, alright, so here's some weird news real quick. I'm going to speed through it. Will it still be interesting? I don't know. I haven't read it yet. This article is by Ben Hooper out of Odd News Station. Website's nap reviewer dream job pays $1,500 for 30 naps. No way! A company announced it is seeking a nap reviewer to get paid $1,500 each? More than one? Each person to take daily naps for 30 days and document the experience? Wait, okay, hold on. That's funny, the dream job line is funny, I just got it. So eachnight.com, which offers comparisons of mattresses, bedding, and other items, said it is researching the pros and cons of napping. Really? And is seeking a team of nap reviewers to document their midday... Wait, is it not a review of a mattress? They're just trying to document their nap time? I could tell you how nap time feels. Good! Over the course of 30 days, our dedicated nappers will be required to take part in a variety of experiments, testing out theories such as the best nap duration for feeling refreshed, the effects of napping on overall levels of fatigue, and the effects of napping on memory, motivation, and productivity, the company said. I'm glad the company said that. I don't know who we would have thought said that. The nap reviewers will be required to participate in video calls before and after each nap to document the experience. That's kind of how this podcast started out, as I just woke up and I was like, yeah, I'm just here, That's really the best way to describe how you feel when you woke up, when you first get somewhere, where you're right as your day starts. Hey, how you feeling? I'm here. I don't know. Your brain isn't even awake enough to really process how you're feeling besides tired. Unless you wake up real good and refreshed. But there it goes. There, you need more studies. And the article was way shorter than I thought it would be, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay? That's okay. That burns a little bit of time. We're just trying to burn in time. This is filler. This is the part of the podcast where it just gets all fillery. But anyways, I really feel that. Maybe I need to read their studies because I don't really sleep that well. I always wake up tired. I always wake up to the sound of my alarm going, and I go, you don't sing well. So, but I don't know. I'm here. That's kind of how I feel right now. That's kind of the podcast is. And maybe that's the sign we don't need to stretch it out. Maybe we don't need filler. Huh? If it's filler, we don't want it. If it's filler, we need the bail. Because we don't do any filler. We don't write any filler, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? When we come to the podcast, we only deliver the best. All right? We're trying to put microwaves out of business. Maybe even toasters. But toasters are very, they're very useful. You can't really grill bread like that or anything else. Unless you're doing grilled cheese. But then you got to put butter on it. It's a whole process. Okay? I don't think we're ever going to get rid of toasters. Toasters are too reliable. But toaster ovens maybe. But the oven, you need the oven. But toasters and ovens, not together. Toaster oven probably needs to go. That and the microwave. I think we're warm enough to take those out. I don't know if we're ready to take out an oven. To be completely honest. An oven that's that 450 golden brown kind of feeling, okay? I don't know if this podcast is warm enough to bake up a pie golden brown. At least in the beginning of it is. But right now, when it gets to a little bit of a filler point, I don't know. Maybe we start bringing back the appliances in. Stainless steel, because it's the only way I roll. All right. So now I'm just singing these riffs and, sounding good. But that's the sign that it's time to say goodbye to you, my friends. When the podcast is ending, I just start singing. Okay. But anyways, thanks guys so much. Thanks so much for listening. I love you. You're beautiful. You're people. Yeah, I meant to say you're beautiful people, but you're also people. Unless you aren't, unless you're an alien or a dog or a ghost, you're still beautiful. That's why I say these things. Stop singing. Okay, goodbye.